we're gonna do a little get ready with me. We are gonna be trying out the spring 2025 sort of makeup beauty trends. I'm not gonna do all of them because all of them I possibly can't do. I'm just looking at an article that was posted in March, and this one was posted by Cosmopolitan, so you know. And the first one here is thin brows for spring. Thin brows are back. I'm not gonna be plucking my brows for this video, so we can definitely skip that one. But it seems that people are gonna be thinning their eyebrows. I don't know if this is really something that's gonna happen. I don't mind thin eyebrows. I think it does suit certain people. I've never been a huge fan of the big, huge, bushy eyebrows, but you know, each to their own. I have pretty big eyebrows. They are natural. And I had very thin eyebrows when I was younger, so because I overplucked them. And so I just don't want to do that to myself again. So we can safely assume that this is one that I'm going to be skipping. What I am seeing, which is going to be, we'll start with our base. I am seeing cloud skin for spring. So basically, this is anything with a spring summer glow. You're gonna want to have skin prep. You want to layer your skincare with your complexion products, and you're going to want to have a soft matte finish. And you know, it's kind of similar to what we will do. Like I don't really quite understand this one, to be fair. But it's just not going to be, I guess we want more of a satin natural finish, which I think I do anyway. So we're going to get started. Let's just try to do something that kind of could be cloud skin. I have no idea. All right, so I'm going to go into this one because the sun is trying to poke itself out of the clouds. It's just the Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV, and this is the invisible one. I do have the tinted one, or like the one that's more glowy, and I think I will start using that pretty soon. But we're gonna try to do some of these trends. Some of, you know, trends come and go. I am not a trendsetter whatsoever. I don't care about trends whatsoever. So, you know, this for me is kind of silly. So what I want to do is have quite a lot of moisture on my skin. I have just washed it. I actually was wearing makeup earlier, but I wanted to do this video. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do our makeup again. So if you see some crusty bits around my eyes, because I was already wearing some eyeshadow today. And I'm gonna go into my next one. This is like not very dissimilar to what I normally do because this is in my Shop My Stash. These items are both in my Shop My Stash. This is the NYX Plump Up primer, and it's kind of like a serum primer. I do really enjoy it. I find it quite calming on the skin. It's the Plump Right Back Up. No, Plump Right Back. I can't say this. I can't say it. And I think it's quite moisturizing. I really do like this one. And it does get a little tacky. I'm not one that enjoys sticky tacky primers typically, but this one is probably my tackiest one that I have in my collection. I think I'm gonna have to go into my Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow because this one is very, very satin finish. And I think if I went into like a full coverage or medium coverage foundation, it's not really gonna work for this look. So I'm gonna make some noise. We're gonna go into this. I have been using this quite a lot as well. I pulled it from my Shop My Stash, and now I rolled it into my Project Pan to Finish, and I'm thinking I might buy it again. I know this is something I was like, I'm not gonna buy this again, but actually I've been really enjoying it for these days when I haven't really wanted to wear foundation. This is very lightweight, and it's like a 4-in-1. It's a primer, concealer, highlighter, BB cream. So I've been using it as more of a BB cream. Not really so much as a primer because obviously I've just primed my face. So yeah, this is more of a BB cream, and you know, you can see it does have some pigment. I always felt like this didn't have any pigment. So we're just gonna go on my fingers, and this really does leave a pretty satin finish, but there isn't that full coverage. But if we're going for like cloud skin, is this what cloud skin is? I think so. I think this is what they're talking about over at Cosmo. I think so. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might buy another one of these, like I said, but get one that would work really well for the summer when I do have more of a tan, because I think that would be fun, because this is obviously the light shade, and maybe I should get like the medium one. I'm gonna try to go into this one. This is from the same. I've never really enjoyed this, but I'm gonna warm it up with my fingers and then maybe put it in the back, like the palm, like the back of my hand here, just so it stays a little warm. And then I'm gonna pick it up with a brush and we're gonna try to use it like this because I have struggled with this, but it is kind of balmy, and I'm thinking that has kind of a little bit of a satin finish for what we're going for. So we're gonna try it. If it's a disaster, it's a disaster. All right, so I just have a little brush here. I actually got this brush at the same time as I got this concealer. So we're just going to get it into the actual brush itself, inside those bristles, and we're just gonna do a little, like a light dusting. I need a mirror. I need to see what I'm doing because I'm really not wanting to ruin this, but I also do want to put some concealer on, just not a huge amount. And I think this might be the way forward for me. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing a little bit of something. Maybe I'll just put a little bit here. I'm not sure. It's not giving me too much coverage, but it is giving me something. I'm wondering if this is just not the right brush for me. That's when I'm gonna ruin it. Tiny bit more, I just want to lighten it ever so lightly, but just keep it still very cloud-like. You know? I think so, right? I know I have real dark circles. It's just not something that I'm going to get rid of. It's just not gonna happen, but let's try to do maybe a little bit more over here underneath, just to get rid of some of that. All right, let's go with that. Not perfect, but it is what it is. Might be my best application of this that I've ever done, because it usually ends up looking really, really cakey. So I am gonna set it really, really briefly. I'm gonna go into my Made by Mitchell. This is the Eyelights, and I'm just gonna do a tiny little dab. Just a tiny little dab like that. Okay. All right. Yes. It does say you should set your face with translucent powder. So actually I'm gonna go back into this, and I'm just gonna set my face a little bit where I know it gets somewhat shiny, but I don't wanna do too much. We just wanna be quite light and airy. I don't know how that's different from what I would normally do. Maybe I'm in on the trend. Okay, one thing that I noticed, there was a few lip trends. So there's a blurred lips, where I was seeing like red and you can like blur it out, which I have done before. And then there's this other one where strawberry lips are in for spring. So we could do a blurred strawberry look, which again might be kind of fun. Do I want to do that now? I usually do my eyes first. Let's do the eyes first, and then we'll see how we get on. Another trend is colorful lashes. Unfortunately, the only colored mascara that I have is brown. We can use a brown absolutely today, but it's not going to be colorful lashes, so that one is not something that I'm going to be doing. There is something called the blush contour, which I thought was very interesting. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use two different types of blush tones, a slightly deeper one and then a slightly lighter one to highlight. So the deeper one is going to be what you contour your cheekbone with. So it's where you would put normally a contour shade. And then the lighter one is where it's just a little bit above. So we're going to try that and see how that is. So I have a few options for blush. I could go into this one, which likelihood I actually will. It's the Moon Prism Blush by Lunar Beauty. And there is some darker ones over here, and then I could maybe lighten it, like the highlighter blush could be one of these ones. I think let's do Lunar Beauty. I think let's do that one. Okay, so we are gonna go into this one called Spacey. All right, so I'm gonna take a clean brush. It's gonna be our contour shade, right? So we're gonna go underneath the oh my gosh. Okay. And then on the other side, I haven't bronzed my face. I didn't see any trends about bronzing face. We might do that afterward, but honestly, this is kind of giving me quite a contour. Okay, so that's my contour. I probably could sharpen it up ever so slightly with like a concealer. Should I do that? I feel like I should. I'm gonna take the NYX Pro Sticks and we're gonna just do that because I would like to have this a little bit sharper just because we're having fun today, right? So let's have some fun. So I'm just going to blend this out just a little bit. Ooh, look at that chisel. Can I get the same effect over here? Probably not. This looks all patchy, right? Why is this all looking all patchy right here? Let's go back in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is looking crazy. Crazy. I'm in the Lululand. The Lululand. Okay. 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 I was planning to leave the house today, so I don't know. I might have to rub this off. Okay, we're gonna go into the another blush in this same palette. I think I'm gonna go into this one. This one's called Stargaze. So the other one was Spacey. This one is Stargaze. And we're gonna do this more on like the apple cheekbone area. Okay, so this brush actually might be a little too big for what I want to do, but we're just gonna do it on top. Oh, is this gonna work? This might not be light enough. Maybe I'm gonna go into Pink Moon as well, just so it's actually quite a bit lighter. Is anyone seeing that? I'm not even seeing that. Maybe it's this brush. Where is the blush? I mean, it's a contour blush technique. Did that work? Has that worked for anyone? I see predominantly the dark one, but I do see a little bit of a gradient. I'm not sure about this. It's a little crazy. It's a little cuckoo land. All right, let's do a little bit of bronzer just so I'm not absolutely deranged. This is just Kiko Milano, my project pan. I'm just gonna go in like that. I do want this a little bit softer here. Okay. Right? What do we think of that blush contour? Did it do anything for anybody? Honestly, not mad about it. It's a look. It's a look. Okay, so apparently cool tones are in for spring as well, which obviously this is not cool tone. When somebody says cool tone, but I think they're talking about lips specifically, so we might even do like a cool tone lip. And then also sun-kissed eyes. So we're gonna go for a warm eye look because, you know, it's obviously gonna be sun-kissed. All right, we're gonna go into my Peach Perfect from Gourmande Girls. And we are going to try to create something quite pretty. I might go into a different palette, but I'm going to go into, what should I do? I think I'm going to go into, maybe we'll do the Peach Boys, this one down here first. Ooh, this is nice color. This is quite vibrant. Yeah, this is nice color. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this color. I've been wanting to go back into this palette for the longest time, so kind of excited that I'm doing it. I was gonna do it for like a 7-day, 7 looks video. I could still do that, right? Even though I'm doing it now. Yeah. Ooh, I love that color. That is so lovely and bright. I really want to go into this Peaches and Cream because I'm hoping it's actually super, super light. And we're just gonna like make this pretty pale down here. Yeah, okay, cool. That's not that bad. How many times am I gonna say pretty? I'm liking that. Ooh, I'm just gonna go back into the orange again. Light this up just a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna go into this brown right here, which is called I'm Peachless. Here's my phone. What else did they say about this? Let me just see what I'm doing. So we want, oh, for shimmery metallic shade in a cream or pop format to make sure it's extra molten and wet looking on the eyelids. Okay, so we want to definitely put shimmer on. All right, hear me out. I have this one. This is Gal on the Moon from Gloss Gods. And this shouldn't necessarily go with this look, but I am looking at this one. I think it's this one, yeah. This is green, but obviously very orange as well. I'm just gonna swatch this. I have not swatched this, but I'm thinking, is this not molten? This is molten, this, oh yes, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight in. We're just doing it. We're going straight in. We don't need to wait. We don't need permission. I have lost that lovely sort of, I liked how it was light on my lid here, but no, we're going for this. This is it. Is this Sunkissed? Who knows? This is my version of it, and I wanted an excuse to go into this palette, so. Oh, this is stunning. Oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. It's still on my finger. This is crazy. Okay, so not very sun-kissed. Kind of lost the sun-kissed there, but let me go back. I just want to put a little bit more of that orange because we lost it here. So we're just going to go back and do a little bit here. Oh, this is why I love just having different palettes and using them for looks, because yes, you can use one palette for one look, but sometimes you just want something different. And I really just don't mind having all shimmer palettes if it's going to add something extra, you know? Not what, I don't think that's very sun-kissed. I'm wondering if we put something else on it to make it, aha. Okay, Gal on Mars, let's try it. This one's got a lot. Maybe I should have gone to this one. Oopsies. Okay, so this one has shades that don't lean green. So I kind of want to neutralize the green a little bit. So I think we're going to go into, ooh. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Not this one. This one's quite, it's not similar, but. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of this red one, which is called Asteroid, which is this one down below here. This one, this is going into a whole different direction, but you know what? That's what we do on this channel. We don't have a plan. I had a vague idea we're just going to do like trends, and now look what I mean. This is definitely not a trend. Using indie shadows is not a trend, but whatever. Okay, and I'm going to go into this one, which I think was called, which one was the green one? This one, okay, this one. I'm going to go into this one, which is not the green one. It's this one on my middle finger, and we're just going to pop that one here because I think that is going to neutralize a lot of that green that we had. We don't need that huge amount of green. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so how is that looking? That's looking a little wild. A little wild. Okay, I just went into this one. This one's on this finger, my ring finger, and I'm just it's like a gradient now. I like that. That's like a gradient. Okay, perfect. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. These are really molten. Like they just, you know, stay on there. Gorgeous metallics. Okay. Still, I was going to leave the house, and I mean, I can leave the house. It's just, you know, a little bit wild. It's a wild look. Okay, so next up, let's do our colored mascara, or colored lashes it was, but obviously I don't have one. I have thought about buying one, but then I always thought, well, if I buy one and I open it, it's going to dry out within a few months and I'm not going to use it that much. But I have thought about getting a blue one or even like a purple one. Oops, this is the wrong one. This is black. So the only one I have is this big lash from Makeup Revolution, and I have been enjoying it, but it is like a brown. So, you know, it's colored, but it's It's not really what the trend is, but we're gonna do it anyway because at least it's not black. I'm thinking with this look, we gotta go with the blurred one. I just don't think strawberry lips is gonna work for me. So I'm gonna go into this. This is the Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Liner in the shade Chestnut Perfection. And I've been really enjoying this. So I think we're gonna do, oh, you know what else was, I haven't done it obviously because I finished my eyes, but there was another one, Lived In Liner was another one, which I could have done that underneath my eyes. Should we try to, even though I've just done mascara, it's not gonna work. You can see I'm very prepared for this video. Very, very prepared. Okay, so let's just try to make this, let's just do this. I don't know how I'm gonna smudge this out without ruining everything, but let's just put, this is my Lord & Berry black liner. I don't know. That just looks like I've applied it. It doesn't look that lived in, but it also could be a little bit lived in. We're gonna go with it. Okay, back to my lips. So I'm going to put this all over. Am I gonna put this all over and smudge it out? Is that what I'm gonna do? Maybe. All right, I'm gonna go into my, what is this, Maybelline Peach Poppy shade. So lipstick. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this because it matches the orange. Is this the vibe? I don't think so. Maybe let's just keep it quite neutral. I'm gonna go in with my Essence 8-Hour Matte Liquid Lip. And this is what I was wearing earlier today. This already leaves quite a blurring effect on the lips, I feel like. Okay, where is this? Let me just go back into this. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I just don't think I'd like the look of this. I'm gonna go into my Makeup Factory and I'm just gonna make this a bit more nude. Here we go. All right, blurred lips, somewhat. They just look, it should just be called messy lips, really. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of, I just feel like I need a little bit of that concealer in my inner corner because it just seems like some of that green got in my inner corner and it looks a little odd. All right, I think that's it. Those are the 2025 spring makeup trends according to Cosmo, and obviously yeah, it's my version of that because this is definitely not like a sun-kissed eye look. This is very much like a in-your-face eye look. I think the blush was the thing that I actually guess followed the most, and also maybe the cloud skin, but then also I just put bronzer everywhere and then the blush kind of took away from it. So I don't really know about these trends. I don't mind them, but I think altogether, I'm not entirely sure I have done them justice at all, but it was still fun to do and to try this out. So, you know, it is what it is. So take it from me, obviously an expert. Those are the spring trends that you must be following, of course, because we all follow the trends. But yeah, this was fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. Let me know what your trends are for the year or for spring or what you're wanting to do. Are you going to be plucking your eyebrows really super thin? I mean, are we really going to be doing that? I don't think so. But anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.